Yeah, sun shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about Fatu and Futi. My bad. It's been one of those weeks. Anyway, this is that episode. Two lovers who shipwrecked on an island became rocks. Massive, big rocks. And they looked over the island. Yeah. The reason why is because today, Friday 29th, is my anniversary with my girl. Was supposed to be popping and doing some stuff. Life happens. We had to go through some other things. Other responsibilities popped up. So who knows? Everything's kind of pushed to the side and we'll reconvene. But that was, that's this episode. That's how we get down. Wednesday on the show, we did all slow jams. And so that's where the vibe comes from. People who listen, salute to y'all if y'all want to listen. Legal Crime Radio, Wednesday nights at 8, Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, all joints. But that's this episode, you know what I'm saying? Before we go any further, I want to say this also. Salute to my homies that know me, that know me, you know what I mean? That listen to this podcast, that listen to the show. And it's crazy because the takeaway isn't, yo, I ain't know about this, or hey, you talk about this, or you seem to be on your shoebox and soapbox. It ain't any of that. Their thing is they're stuck on this, man. You say all of this and all of that with no profanity. How do you do it? Because in the real world, I have as the Mentos commercials say, filthy mouth, dirty mouth. I talk reckless, yes, and then throw a whole lot of profanity on top of it. But what y'all ain't understanding is 8 p.m. and Saturday at 6 p.m., you never know whose child is listening. So I don't want to just be out here talking super crazy because you never know. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Two, when it comes to these podcasts, I'm already unprofessional, right? You know what I mean? Like, y'all hear the format. Y'all hear how we do it. It's already unprofessional. So then it's like, yo, don't throw that on top of it where somebody can, for some reason, in their mind go, let me downplay what's being said because it's vulgarity all around it. It's like, no. This is real. This is genuine. What we say is true. What I say is from the heart. I'm giving y'all facts. And I also encourage y'all to research it yourself and do what you do. But yeah, man. So I try to keep it semi-professional. And professional from that point. But yeah, I felt I had to throw that out there for y'all. What are we doing, man? What's going on? Tomorrow. I'm thinking game 7, right? I might be wrong. My girl said the Spurs won, so I'm assuming that was game 6. It's 3-3. Look, if Wemby and them take it, they're ahead of schedule. If not, so be it. The Knicks are ready. Salute to all my New York homies. People I've known for years. People who got down with me through the music, people who got down with me through social media, people who got down with me through this podcast. Salute to all y'all New Yorkers. Salute to y'all. This is y'all time. Y'all about to go out here and put the whoop whoop on it. Y'all about to be really out here crazy. Salute. But I told y'all. If it don't work out for Cleveland, it's James Harden's fault. James Harden, his career is not going to be like Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, John Stockton. You know what I'm saying? He is going to be in a different place. His career isn't going to be like Reggie Miller. It's going to be in a different place. We're going to view it different. We're going to judge it different. You know what I mean? It's not Chris Paul. It's going to be judged different because my man is a choke artist. My man shuts down. He gets little. He turns real smurfy. When the game gets big and more important, he does the Ant-Man Adam thing. He gets little and then he's non-existent. And will he make the Hall of Fame? Of course he will. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he deserves to be top 75, and that's one of the main reasons he's never stepped up. He's never been that guy when it really, really counted. You know what I'm saying? And to get to the conference finals and to get swept is crazy. Now we can talk about Donovan Mitchell all you want, but Donovan Mitchell isn't in the same position as a James Harden. That's all I'm saying. We can't talk about them people like they the two of the same. It's not the same thing. What else is going on? There is a kid, Timothy Hudson, 16, accused of, and that's how they say stuff, accused of SA and murder of his stepsister who was 18. They were on a cruise. They're Floridians, so you already know. Or at least it stopped in Florida. This kid has been released to the custody of his family, his uncle, while pending trial, while waiting on trial. They let this kid go. Now, if you're listening, you already know what's up. And that's on either side. There's a group of people who already know where this is going, and there's another group of people that are like, here we go. Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna I'm gonna say it to you like this. It had nothing to even. I'm gonna take the race element out for a hot second and put in the family element. What happens with that couple? The couple that got together, that have united those two individuals and made them siblings. What happens with that couple? Because the kid bounced off with the uncle. So whoever his parent is, that's a issue, right? Like, do you defend that kid? How does that work? You know what I mean? In my head, I feel like that couple's about to be divorced because the uncle taking him means that they got his back. You know what I mean? There's a lane of support that goes, he's misunderstood. You don't understand. You don't know everything. And it's like, okay, what we do know is very, very harsh. You know what I'm saying? And if you're like, yo, I got kids. Maybe that uncle has no children. Maybe that uncle doesn't live around kids. Because a 16-year-old who SAs and then murders a woman because she was 18 is saying a lot. It's dangerous, son. It's extremely crazy. So if the uncle is cool with that and like, yeah, again, it makes you wonder what's up with that family. So whoever his biological parent is, you're probably looking at them a little different. You could tell there's arguments in that house because that means he was allowed to get away with a lot of stuff. And it's the problem. Now we can bring in the race. The problem is there's this, he's a boy. Let boys be boys. That's what boys do. Don't worry. You know, I don't know if you've paid attention on the media, social media social media and YouTube for about 10 years. For about 10 years, there's a group of men, and that's not a white thing. That's a man thing, who have this hate and disdain and is vile and venomous and is very, very, very angry and volatile, aggressive. There's just this thing that they have towards women. You see it when you get these nerds who hate anything women are in leagues of, and you know, You see it when they talk about sports. You see it when they talk about TV shows. You see it when they just talk about women in power. There's this thing where they don't like women. You know what I'm saying? It's scary. It's weird. All they do is talk bad about women. Women deserve this. Women deserve to be treated this way. Women are this way. Women are beneath them. And I'm not saying this kid has listened to any of that, and he probably hasn't. But you best believe there's people in his life that somehow told him she was less than, and women are less than. There has to be. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no sane man coming away. There's no sane male thinking that way. Why? Because there's usually somebody to pull him to the side and go, dude, what are you doing? That sounds ignorant. Let me break you off something. And hit him with the concept of respect. But what happens is, that's just men being men. That's just boys being boys. That's what happens. You know, that's man talk. That's dude talk. That's bro talk. It all starts somewhere. Because somebody always wants to go and test the waters, and then things happen. And then there's people who defend those people who tested the water when things happen. You see what I'm saying? And there lies the real issue. Again, who? Like nobody in this man's family, in this child's family, should have stepped up. And I get it, you probably want to, because he might not make it and while awaiting trial. But nobody should have been like, yeah, I feel good with him being in my house. That's family. No. There is something wrong. And again, has nothing to do with race. What else is going on? What else has been popping lately? And here's the thing, I don't want to talk crazy about politics and make everything about race and all this. We've got to be lighthearted. The Boys ended. I saw the final. I saw episode 8765. That was yeah. The Boys ended, and I was not aware that people were mad. I'm like, it was. And my thing is, if you're mad, you should probably be mad at the last battle. That's it. The rest of it was working. It worked out. Like, there was a sense of, I mean, not only that it went that way, but it probably wasn't as broad as the comic books. But they kind of always kept it very, it's just this group of people, these group of people, boom, boom, boom. It even looked like they were probably going to bring in some extra people or have those who did survive. Because I swear to God, everybody died. Like, everybody died. Like, what? The whole squad, with the exception of the Wonder Woman broad, died. I don't even know her name, so I'm just call her the Wonder Woman broad. Everybody died, son. Spoilers, I don't care nothing about that. Like, and between Andor and The Boys, they're telling you, these shows are telling you where this country is. And yeah, man. Yeah. And to see, and this is and again, I don't care nothing about spoilers, to watch one of Homelander's truest believers, biggest supporters, question that authority figure, question that the moves that this person is making, says a lot. It says a lot. I'm not talking about the people who were just riding along for the ride. I'm talking about, if you know the show, you know there was a shorty who was for that dude, ride or die for that dude. And now all of a sudden she's questioning. She's like, okay, I don't know. Still went along with it. Don't get it twisted. Still went along with it. But she questioned it. And there was a point where she wasn't the same anymore. There's a scene where they do the screening. And they want the feedback from the people. And they realize, yo, people aren't buying it. A TV show and the reality. The country's crazy right now. It's wild. It's crazy wild. You know what I'm saying? Texas has what is it? Baxton. I can't remember his name. Baxton or something like that. I gotta look it up. We gotta look it up for a hot second. Baxton. I know that ain't the man's name. Ken Paxton agreed to settle to allow a Waco man who was sexually abusing, who had a child sex abuse charge. He settled to have that person only do 1 day. 1 day. This man is running for office, and he's winning, by the way. He won his primary. People know that this is the judge that allowed a man who sexually abused a child only serve 1 day. And most likely that's time served because he was already held for a couple of days or something, right? So essentially this person gets to walk away free. They still voted for this dude. This dude still gets voted for. You have all these people out here going, oh, that's going to cost him in the election. No, it's not. He's one of Trump's homies. Politics is, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all got to get out here and vote and figure this out if you can vote. Because in a minute, they'll be trying to tell you who can and who can't be politicians. I mean, who can and who can't be citizens. They're working on that. That's just, just throwing that out there. What else is going on? Meta is going to start, I think June 1st, start charging people. Like, you can sign up for a subscription to social media. There's tiers. Look, social media has been free since it came out. Social media has been free back when MySpace, which was, I don't even know, what do we call something like MySpace and Friendsters and Black Planet? What do we call that? What do we call that little thing before Twitter and Facebook came into the mix? You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time when Twitter, and I tell people all the time, I think one of MySpace's biggest fall off moments was they didn't adapt to the phones. They didn't adapt to getting on your phones. You know what I mean? Because I'm old enough to remember Facebook was just on your computer, your laptop. Same thing for Twitter. And then next thing you know, it was on your devices. It was on your phone. All of a sudden, you could do the joint on your phone. MySpace wasn't. It was clunky. You know what I mean? You still had to. It wasn't an app. You still had to go through the process to go online to get to that, right? What do we call that era? Don't know what you call that era, but I can tell you what I do know. It was free. It was free. Once, and I'm not gonna. I had somebody tell me, oh, that's Musk because he did what he did. No. They were always looking to do that. Musk just had the testicular fortitude. I can't say the word, so we gonna make fun. Testicular fortitude to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then Meta was like, I'm gonna follow behind it, and we gonna do it like this. You can do that, and this, or you can just do it for free. I think X is now to the point like, if you're doing it for free, you can't even do more than 50 posts, right, a day. And I think a lot of that is to cut down on, first of all, to navigate through any of these social platforms free. If there's people who aren't, if you're not paying to get the people that you get, and you see people who you can tell when people aren't paying because they're like, man, I used to hit this number and I used to get this many people. It's like my stuff ain't getting everywhere like it used to because you're not paying. You being hot and you trending and you having this massive group of people who follow you or whatever don't mean nothing. Where that money at? You ain't put no money on it. You ain't buy you a check yet. You ain't do none of that yet. Nah, son. We gonna fall back. And that's the thing. I can follow somebody and never see any of their content. Something's wrong with that. You're actually shadow banning people who are too popular and in your mind, I guess, go too cheap to pay for some more exposure. I'm here. I think if I put something there, the people, at least the people I follow should get it. Right? Nah. You know what I'm saying? If they want to do any, and my thing is, if I'm for free, would you? If paying cuts down the ads, I'm lying. I'm not. I'm lying. I'm like, I might consider it. I'm lying. I wouldn't. But if you're on Instagram, you know, for every two joints, it's a bunch of ads. You know what I'm saying? I look at 2 people post, and then I got to go through like 4 to 5 ads. Learn more. Find out more. Shop here. Like, what? I don't care nothing about this. Back to the real stuff. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. They're going to charge. You can pay a little something to not go through this and be able to do that and see your analytics and do all that. Dude, don't. If my joint is, and like I said, I also think a lot of that is they're going to pull back on people's visibility so they don't have to pay that money. Oh, you didn't put because now it's an investment. If you're a content creator, you are now invested. Yeah, these ads, these companies have reached out to you to make these commercials and do these quick little ads for them and all that. Cool. Give us something. Put some money back. Put some money into us because we allowed you to eat. Throw something our way. That's what they're asking. That's what they're asking us to do. Social media is crazy. You know who else is crazy? While we're here talking about social media or the life of the internet. Streaming. Peacock is about to go up 50%. 60 something to 100 and something dollars and have no content. Have y'all been on Peacock lately? Peacock has no content. What I will tell you, I've noticed Peacock doing far more than everybody else. They've invested in live sports. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, Peacock got all kind of live sports. Peacock got golf, tennis, racing, the NBA. They're going to have the NFL. They got baseball. They got anything that's live and sports. They have that. That's what Peacock is bringing you. Peacock had a couple of good original shows. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Poker Face. The Ponies, I haven't seen it, but you know, yeah. What's another one they had? They had a nice amount of original. The joint with the Jackal. The Jackal was a good show. But here's the thing. A lot of that ends up showing up on Netflix. So, there that go. I'm not into all of that, the trader and shorties and bathing suits. I ain't got time for all that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Their movies that come from Paramount aren't that good. Universal or whoever aren't that good. You know what I'm saying? They lucked up on the Black Mass joint. All these Disney horror flicks, the Bambis and all the Pooh and all that. Yeah, I'm that don't do nothing for me. So technically, and especially after they lost their contract with the WWE, because here's what I will say. If they still had WWE, it'd be worth it. It would really, you could come away and go, it's worth it. Because not only do we have the PLEs, we also have the vote. And not just of WWE. That's the thing. That was the cool thing about when you went to WWE. You realized the WWE page on Peacock also gave you AWA, NWA, Mid-South. It gave you the joint that that Jim Cornette had. It gave you a bunch of Smoky Mountain, right? Smoky Mountain, OVW, all kind of wrestling, old wrestling. And you're like, oh snap, you can watch all of this and be cool, and then go to some WWF and be alright too. Watch all the WrestleManias from 1 down to whatever was popping. All of the Starcade joints. They had that. And it's like that alone could get you $30. You know what I'm saying? You can get $30 more with the 60. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you $90 more. Hey, that right there, that was worth it. That alone was worth it. The fact that you have to still worry about the licensing, some movies are here, some shows are here. Almost all the shows have went back to Netflix with the exception of The Office from Peacock. All those shows are right back over there. I saw, what's the hospital joint they got? The hospital joint that's supposed to be out there in Portland. That's on Netflix right now. That's a newish show. I think season 2 just ended. That's on Netflix. You see what I'm saying? Superstore, Netflix. All of them joints is on Netflix with the exception of The Office. Parks and Recreation, back on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Law and Order, gonna end up on Netflix. All of these joints, Grimm, Netflix. Everything with the exception of The Office. So I know you're not trying to tell people that The Office and these live events, these live sporting events somehow justify a 50% increase from $60 to $120 something, right? $115, something like that. You're not telling me you have over $100 worth of content. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Which also has me wondering when this shift hits with everything from HBO Max going to Paramount, what are they gonna charge? Because if puny Peacock is willing to go, I think we deserve $100. What do you think they gonna think over there at Paramount when they get the HBO stuff? And again, that goes back to what I was talking about with Elon Musk. They all want to do it. Who's going to do it first? Peacock did it first. You know what I'm saying? Disney still had the thought was Hulu was supposed to be shut down by February. Then they pushed it to March. Then they said by the summer. Hulu's not going anywhere. They're hoping that you just stop dealing with Hulu, and then they can shut Hulu off. But people are still dealing with Hulu because a lot of people don't have Disney or don't want Disney. I have Disney. I can tell you right now, Disney doesn't have anything outside of Marvel and Star Wars. That's how it's always been. Like when they first started, they only did it because they saw how Netflix would just the numbers jumped with what was the first one, the Infinity War. The numbers was crazy when Infinity War went over there. They were like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need our own joint because that's crazy. You see that? That could have been us. And that's really what it is. That's really like, outside of that, it's a lot of kid stuff. And that's with all of these, with the exception of HBO Max, which makes HBO Max and to a degree, Peacock really doesn't have any good children's stuff. Paramount has all the Nickelodeon stuff and all of this stuff and all that children's stuff. Boom. Disney is Disney. Boom. Netflix has now adopted and grabbed from things and created their own little things. Boom. Where? What? And why? You see what I'm saying? Peacock is not worth over $100 a month. Peacock, what subscribers they do have, they're going to watch people jump ship fast. They're going to watch people jump ship really fast. You know what I'm saying? And a piece of me is like, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to just wait and see what happens. Because I think once everybody jumps, or they're going to mess around and find themselves trying to be like me and go, once everybody else jump, they're going to shut prices, drop the prices again. It's all good. And then, because everybody's thinking the same way I'm thinking, they're like, we'll just keep it this way. Boom, boom, boom. And we all got suckered in. You know what I'm saying? Because again, here's the thing about it. When Hulu does go to Disney, you still watch Law and Order over here. Still watch a couple of other NBC shows over there. So I don't need Peacock. Peacock just put themselves in a place where you just made yourself expendable. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Like, why, dude? Why? Who was the genius over there that was like, yeah, son, we're behind on every... And don't get it twisted. I understand they're losing money. But they're not losing money because they're not charging people. They're losing money because they don't have any content for real. They've hit this point where they've adapted to a certain niche. People who like the reality TV stuff. It's like, and these corny C-level horror flicks. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this ain't it. But anyway, that's all I feel like this right here was just one of those episodes. Like, this is an episode of just random rants. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's really crazy. We had a death in the house. My PC that I love. And that's right, I said PC, not laptop. My PC that I loved clunked out. Went to sleep and never woke up. I've been tinkering with it here and there and trying to figure out what's going on. And I only do this because even when I was like, well, just buy another one. Looked it up and was like, it's hard. It's hard to find anything close to what I have. You know what I'm saying? They're like, now the money. I saw a computer PC, $700, SSD, 250 gigabytes. What are we doing? 250 from a terabyte or 2 terabytes or 1.5 terabytes, small change. I mean, it's a chunk, but it's still small change. You see what I'm saying? That 100 and something gig that you lose instantly when you start putting everything that you want on it, the apps that you want, the content, not the content, the apps that you want, the stuff that they're saying they need to put on, the updates, which are a whole nother thing. Space becomes different. And I'm like, yo, how does that work? They're like, yo, all that happens because with these data centers, they're taking all of the memory joints. They're taking all of the hard drives. They need all that they can get. So now it's like, yo, what do I do for this? So we're actually even recording things. The editing process is going to probably be a little longer. The editing process is going to be crazy. Gotta now shift everything over to a laptop I really never wanted to do anything on. Yeah, I'm one of them people. I just got stuff just hanging out, and it's like I like because I'm one of them people. I get used to something. That's the something I'm gonna use. That I'm gonna ride until the wheels fall off. The wheels fell off, and now I'm like, I loved it. I loved it so much. Tears would drop, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Fatu and Futi. I don't know why I'm saying this that way. Let me try one more time. Fatu and Futi. That's why. Because Tutti Frutti, oh, Fruity, woo, Tutti Frutti. That's all I'm thinking when I say the name. Rest in peace to Lil Richard. Yeah, son. Yeah. Anyway. Thank y'all for rocking. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Lost Boys. And I mean that from the heart. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. It feel good seeing everybody all over the globe rocking with me. Thank y'all. Let's get into what we do. Let's go. Yeah. Hold on. My man said you can have anything you want. Word. Look, salute the Jaheim. Remember a few years back, I don't even remember. Like, when was that? Was it don't know. But remember, he came back on stage. He still had the joints from the 2000s with the rhinestone jean joints, and it was like, son, yeah, I didn't even know what was worse. The fact that his fashion was so out of date, or the fact he had those hair, like he had 8 braids just holding on for dear life. They was like, no, we will not leave you out here like this, Jaheim. He was just them joints, boy. He looked like a predator with very good talent. Like, you're not made for killing. Go perform. Okay. Like, my man's like, yo, brothers out here with these braids and they starting to fall off, or they ain't as thick as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Salute to what's my man's name? R-Truth. Like, R-Truth cut them joints off, and he ain't even struggle with it. It was like clip. R-Truth joints started to look like shoestrings. Like, yo, son, sometimes you gotta let that go, son. Like, clip. Rest in peace to Coolio. Because I know I'm about to say something very wild. But remember, before he died, I don't even know if y'all remember, before he died, he had 2 joints in his head that looked like tree branches. Like, you know what I'm saying? You remember like a branch will fall off the ground and you just pick it up and be like, yo. It looked like he had them joints on his head. Like, he had 2 Charlie Brown Christmas trees on his head. It's like, because if they see this, they still think I'm Coolio. Nah, son, we know you Coolio because you Coolio. We don't... Go ball, bro. Go ball. Stop. Brothers be out here tripping, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta let that joint go. What's my man from Earth, Wind and Fire? The dude with the perm? Yeah, son. I out here looking like Eddie Murphy and Vampire from Brooklyn. Like, that might have been the get down in the 80s and the 70s. Like, 2026, you look creepy, bro. Yo, salute to who's doing the documentary. I don't know who's doing it. It's a HBO, right? Documentary on Earth, Wind, and Fire. Woo. Man, look, Earth, Wind, and Fire is one of them is that joint, son. But yo, my man, yeah, B, need to let that go. Out here looking like Blackula. Cooling, yeah, son. Come here, I want to suck your blood. Like, nah, bro. Blackula had to be the most ignorant movie ever. Blackula was straight ignorant. And here's the thing, stop the beat for a minute. You want to know how gangster and racist Blackula is? Dracula is not even old boy's name, right? Dracula is not even the name. You could be whoever you are and still be a vampire. This dude was on his dying bed and was like, I pass on my everlasting evil to you. You for now be forever known as Blackula. Like, you ain't even get his brother the respect to be like, yo, Clarence, I'm going to give you my power. You will be Clarence the Immortal. Now, you can do whatever you want to do with that, but it's yours. Go ahead with that, Clarence. Nah, Blackula. They was ignorant in the 70s, son. Ignorant. You know what I mean? How y'all? He just like, and he fell for the shorty who looked like the shorty that he was with back in the day. Because again, he was a servant to this dude. So he up here popping with the shorty, and she like, why you following me? Out here with the fangs. Hey, what Richard Pryor say? What's wrong with your teeth? You need an orthodontist. That's a dentist. Suck what? You ain't gonna suck nothing around here, Junior. Hey, salute to Richard Pryor. Rest in peace. Hey, boy. Anyway, man, you know what we do. I'm bugging. I don't even know why I'm out here joking with y'all. Time is passing. These slow jams, because I play the whole joint, so I'm like, yeah, I'm vibing myself. I'm up here like, what? I'm up here vibing with y'all, you know what I mean? Let's do it, though. It's the times of the night to get right. Everybody be like, what you doing? I be doing my thing. I be doing my thing, and we, yeah, that was it. I saw that video last night, by the way, just JJ Fad Supersonic. That is a corny video. Like, they did too much with the green screen on that video. Like, you could tell somebody had just figured out how to do that, and they went crazy on that video. And I still say, what is it, Baby D? Kick it, Baby D? Yeah, looked like Regina King back in the day. Back in 227, Regina King and Shorty from JJ Fad looked similar. I ain't saying all the way, but looked similar. And because Regina King's from LA, even had the same kind of accent. Check it out. Don't believe me. Anyway, the beat stopped on time. So we're going to do it like this. Take it from the top. We're going to take it from the top like this moment in Asian and Pacific Islander. Brought to you by Hawaiian Rose. Hawaiian Punch. Banana boat sunscreen. Coconuts. I don't know nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Football players with good hair. Salute to all of them Polynesians and Samoans. They getting the football in their head just looking all great. You know what I'm saying? And for some of them that don't make it, they find themselves in wrestling. And then next thing you find out, all these Samoan wrestlers are related to The Rock and Roman Reigns, and you're like, except for Samoa Joe. Salute to Samoa Joe. That's probably why his hair ain't like that, though. Samoa Joe getting bald, son. I saw Samoa Joe on AEW one time, and I was like, dang. Woo. Should have been one of them Fatus or something. But anyway, that's a cool transition. Speaking of Fatu, this is about Fatu and Futi. I might have messed that up. Two star-crossed lovers in Samoan folklore. They journeyed by a canoe but were shipwrecked by a storm. Despite their struggles to swim ashore, they drowned and were permanently transformed into iconic treetop twin rock formations. You know what I'm saying? This is their story. Like, they was that thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't talk about a lot of other people's stuff, but they was them. You know what I mean? Bring the beat back. Word. You know what I mean? They were just that thing. And according to the folklore, the lovers transformed into two flower rock pillars just off the coast of American Samoa, watching over the land, each for every eternity, for all eternity. They gonna be over there watching forever. Two lovers who were shipwrecked, didn't survive, but then their remains became these massive rocks, twin pillars looking over the island, protecting them, keeping everything straight. That's dope. I'm sorry, son. That's you know what I mean? Like, the beauty of that people make when they have stuff and they see stuff and they're like, yo, you know what that is? Gangster. Anyway, let's get back into this music. You know, we had to do this here. If this world was mine. I had somebody ask me one time, like, hey, you always playing that? You don't ever play the Marvin Gaye version? The Marvin Gaye version is cool. Luther and your girl Cheryl, woo. Especially when the breakdown comes. I'm sorry, Marvin Gaye is one of the greatest artists of all time. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. But you put that Motown-y joint up against this Luther and Cheryl Lynn joint, stop playing, son. I mean, I know you like what you like, but don't compare. That's like when somebody go, I like the Carpenters version of Superstar. I do too, only for the horns. But give me that Luther joint any day, every day, twice on Sundays. Let's do it like this. Yeah, ayy. And that concludes our night of my joints, of slow jam joints from me. Because y'all know, After I go off, then they play some more slow jams, and they be like, hold on, don't put Baby in the corner. Yo, salute the legal crime. Them joints be poppin', poppin'. But anyway, before Tony, Marsha Ambrosia, that joint is a Lauryn Hill song. Like, you can hear it by the way it comes off. But, oh my God, hold on. We're gonna do it one more time. We do it like this. But when you hear the Lauryn Hill version, it's sped up, it's fun. Because I think it was for a child's animation joint. Stop and think about that. Lauryn Hill made some dope, deep lyrics for a child's, like, animation movie. Marsha Ambrosia took it, slowed it down, and made them words sound 100 times more poignant. You know what I mean? Salute. And that's what good songwriting does. And I ain't gonna say nothing else because I was about to get on my high horse and talk about how AI can never. But anyway, this is what we do. This is how we get down. Thank y'all for rocking. Saturday. Don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun though. We gonna have fun though. Let's get into it like how we do it when I'm out here putting my exit on. Exit stage left. Snagglepuss. Hey, that dude. Hey, yo, remember the rapper named Snagglepuss? Salute the Shaheen, the rugged child. He was like, man, you don't understand, son. I'm part of the Woo. I did tracks with Snagglepuss. And I'm just like, that's not the flex, son. That's not. Only mixtape heads really remember Snagglepuss. Did Snagglepuss ever have like an actual record? No, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. One time for the 1 to the 2Z, 2 to the 3Z, 3 to get Fozy. Fozy will get busy like they say you only live once. That is a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Sound crazy, right? But it's real. I'll holler at y'all Saturday.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.